Hello friends, welcome to Mysterious Stories. Friends, 200 years ago, many food stalls started opening in London. Fried fish, pastries, bread and butter and many such food items were sold at these food stalls. People of London used to sell them. They used to come here to eat food with pleasure, but there was a strange man among these people. His name was Edward Dando. Edward was a thief. He was a thief of food. This story is quite interesting. Edward. He was born in London in 1803. Although nothing is known about his early years, he once worked as a hat maker before losing his job for an unknown cause. Edward loved to eat, and he was running low on cash. This was a man who loved to eat. His major problem was that he used to eat too much. So much food required a lot of money, but Edward was unemployed. Friends, compelled by the need to eat, Edward arrived to a London food stand. Edward, this was in 1826. Consume food. He began by placing an order for 1 kilogram of grilled meat, bread, and a large quantity of butter. Edward drank 11 cups of tea after consuming all of this, although he was broke from eating so much. When the police showed up, Edward was taken into custody and held for a few days. After being released from prison, Edward immediately proceeded to another food stand. He placed a large food order once more, and he received the same response when it came time to pay the bill. I didn't have any money. Friends, after being apprehended by the police on multiple occasions, Edward was even brought before the court. However, this man used to repeat the same behavior after being freed. Oysters were one of Edward's favorite foods. In the past, this man would consume over 100 oysters at once. He once consumed 150 oysters all at once while he was broke. This time, Edward received a 1-month term and was transferred to Brixton House of Correction, a prison. After a month here, friends, Edward once again went out to dine but didn't have any money. They came to eat bread, butter soup, and oysters. He just had one response after consuming everything: I don't have any money. Newspapers began publishing this man's story since he became so well known in London. He was taken into custody by police. Warned residents of London's marketplaces that a robber would arrive to steal food and that he would be broke. I am not wrong, I cannot stay hungry, and I am superior to people who perpetrate major scams, Edward used to remark. However, Edward Dando continued to eat meals from food stalls, restaurants, and other establishments while incarcerated. He left London and moved to the English province of Kent after being so well known there. He began residing there as well, and he would frequently visit the jail in food carts. Since his crime was little, the court always punished him in some way, but his theft was so peculiar that he became a national food thief. Edward, who had gained fame and friendship, passed away at the young age of 29. He was incarcerated at Cold Bath Fields Prison at the time. He contracted an infection while incarcerated, which caused him to vomit and pass away. Following this, numerous poems were composed about it and played in English theatres.